Sister J with another episode of Country Living in the City. Well, today I'm going to show you how to plant potatoes in potato bags. Since I'm filming by myself, I'm using my tripod, so I may have to pause the video a couple of times just to show you what I'm doing. But the first thing you want to do with potato bags is you have to understand that potatoes normally grow in the ground. So when you're using a container, if you should put the potato spuds at least 6 inches deep. So to make that equivalent in the potato bags, the first thing I do is measure. Oh, I got a stink bug. I measure where 6 inches will be on the bag from the bottom. Okay, let's see. So 6 inches down. So I will fill up. I will fill the soil up to here to put the potatoes in. So I'm going to pause the video to put the soil mix in, and then I'll show you how to plant the potatoes. Okay guys, so I filled up with garden soil 6 inches from the top, as you see there. So that's just plain old garden soil, organic garden soil that I picked up at the nursery. But before I put the potato spuds in, I also put fertilizer on this layer because the potato spuds will be around that area and it will help them grow and produce more spuds. So one thing I put on top is worm castings. Worms are very good fertilizers, and I just sprinkle a little bit on top. You don't need much. And then I also use a organic fertilizer that will help get the party started. So, and I mix that into the soil. Just mix it into the top, just a little. Now, after you get that together, potatoes should be planted at least 10 inches apart. So in potato bags, you don't want to put more than 2 or 3 potatoes. It's according on how big your seed potatoes. Like these are fairly decent sized seed potatoes. So I'm only going to put 2 in this bag. Now, as you see how the sprouts are, they're going upward. Well, you will find a spot and you're going to sit them in upright with the roots going up. Okay, and then it's another one. Roots going up. So now, once you got them planted, you want to make sure they space. So then you're just going to cover it to the rim in soil. Okay, there's going to be sprouts that grow up, and then potatoes will grow underneath. So I'm going to pause the video again and put soil on top. Now, when potato bags, if you're using them on the deck or whatever, you always want to buy these mats. These are aeration mats. You see, they're very porous, and they allow for the water to run out. The potato bag I have here, some are plastic, but I have cloth. I like the cloth ones because you can wash them and reuse them over and over again. I've used plastic in the past, and sometimes it tears. So I like these better because they're sturdier. And this is my second year using them for potatoes. Well, so now I have put about 2 to 3 inches of garden soil on top. So the potatoes are, the 2 seed potatoes are in the bag, and now you just water, and then I'll tell you the next step. Okay, people, after you have watered it, as you see, I wanted to make sure that everything got saturated. So, and I made sure that everything was, water was at least coming out the bottom. Almost broke the camera, but that shows that you have saturated everything. That's another thing with the cloth bags. You can tell how much you're watering just by looking at the bag, because it lets you know by getting wet itself, so you know that you have not oversaturated, but you saturated enough. And a neat thing about these bags are they have Velcro on the side where you can check the progress of the potatoes. Now, after you've watered, the next step is to cover with some kind of mulch. You can use hay, you can use leaves, you can use pine, which I'm using pine shavings today, because you don't want the potato itself to be exposed to sunlight. If the the potatoes are exposed to sunlight, when you harvest them, they will be green and quite bad for your stomach. There's a substance that they produce when they're exposed to sunlight that is quite upsetting to the stomach, but I don't know the name of it right now off the top of my head. But to show you what you do, you just basically cover it on top, and you want to get something that's degradable and that I don't recommend using like colored mulch or anything, because if you don't want those chemicals in your stomach and to soak into the potatoes, don't put it in your soil. So that's shaved pine, untreated. So there you go. That's how you plant potatoes. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. And also, you want to sit them in the sun. So I'm going to actually move it from this location and put it near where I have to put the greenhouse back together because the wind blew it down. But that's all I have for today, my people, my family. Take care of yourself, eating foods from the Most High. Until next time, Shalom.